Hey guys, what is up? Becker here, and it's been a while since I shot a post in video, so I decided I'd do that today and let you guys see my bedroom and, all the cool things that are happening with my face or something. I don't know. So, in today's post, I'm going to be going into creating authority sites and just some quick tips on how to do that. I'm also going to be kind of pouring my new product now, House's product. It's releasing this Wednesday, I believe, called Dundee, which is about basically how to get a ton of free traffic to your site. And if you're one of those people who's creating an authority site, it's probably one of the best ways ever made in the history of mankind, ever, in eternity, to get traffic to a blog or something like a great content site or an authority site you're creating. The reason why I want to talk about authority sites today is because a lot of people have been asking me. I have the link back. I had College Flirt. I have a few other authority sites out there. And people always ask me, how do I create authority sites? I told a person stat the other day they thought we were crazy. And the funny thing is, if you look at the link back, all the people reading this probably think that the site has a lot of SEO or something going to it, how it gets the amount of traffic and interaction it does. And frankly, the link back gets about maybe 50 visits a day from Google, yet our traffic is around 15K this month, all right? One of the biggest traffic months for us so far. And the big question is, how do we get all this traffic without using SEO? I mean, this is an SEO blog, yet we get none of our traffic, our followers, all the people that read this blog. If you look at the comments, there's some posts in here that have 100 plus comments. All this interaction stuff from a blog that has no SEO, no traffic coming from anywhere else. Now, that's what I'm exactly going to be going into in Dundee. Okay, I'm going to be explaining how to get traffic to your site and actually, get all this traffic going to your site and get the traffic coming back and all sorts of stuff like that. So that's what Dundee is going to be about, free traffic coming to your site. Now what I want to talk about today is how to have a site that has people coming back to it, has people interacting in it, has people using it. Look at how College Flirt was. Look at how the link back is right now. Look at all the posts. Look at all the stuff going on in the site. I would bet if you're watching this video right now, you probably came back to the site. I'm going to show you how to create a site that people come back to. All right? I know a lot of people that read this blog have blogs based around stuff they're passionate about. They just don't know how to quite take it off the ground, right? I know a lot of you guys are probably fitness gurus. You have video game gurus. I know a guy I coached a few weeks ago was really into Diablo. Actually, I know a friend of mine, Devin, is into Diablo too. Video games, whatever it is, whatever your passion is, I want to show you to create a blog, a site, authoritative site that people are going to use regardless if you have SEO going to or not, okay? Because frankly, the link back doesn't really need SEO traffic to take off. It's already doing very well. So that's what I'm going to want to get into today. All right. So if you're one of those people out there that actually likes to work on sites that you like me, I know you guys know I'm not the biggest AdSense guy, and frankly, right now I'm also not the biggest SEO guy. I like making sites that I enjoy working on and not having just piddly sites. I like to make big authoritative sites. That's kind of what I focus on right now. And that's what I want to show you guys how to do. I know a lot of people rather work on sites they're really interested in, and I think one of my keys to success is the fact that I actually make websites that I enjoy making. I actually enjoy working with the people that come to my site. I pick websites about my passion and then blow them up. All right, I want to show you guys how to do that with stuff you actually enjoy doing. So, all right, first thing I got to say, first tip, I'm going to break this kind of down to 4 tips for anyone out there who's looking to get started making a site that they're actually interested in. Motocross, hamster racing, assassinating public figures, whatever you do, all right? If you want to make a website about it, I'll tell you to do it. First step, absolutely crucial thing, and I'm not going to go into how to create a website and all that stuff. If you can look over the blog, you can see that everywhere else. First step I got for you guys is pick something that you love. Pick something you're very passionate about. Pick something that your friends tell you to shut up about, okay? Back when I created College Flirt, I'd be constantly talking to my friends about dating advice and this pickup artist community and stuff like that. Fortunately, I'm not that into that anymore, but at the time, it was something I could talk about for hours on end and just love talking about. I could go up in front of a room of people, I did it a few times, and talk to people about dating and stuff like that, stuff that would help them doing all that. Now, I have a girlfriend. I'm not a dating guru anymore, but that's something I really enjoy doing, and that's the reason why College Flirt was so successful, and that's one of the main sites I learned everything from. Okay, that you can see a lot of what I did on College Flirt passed on the link back, and done 10 times better. So that's the first thing. Whatever one of your passions is, whatever people are telling you to shut up to talk about, whether you are a World of Warcraft, I actually saw a World of Warcraft blog I used to read called World of Ming back when I was into it. Blog was huge. Okay, so whether your passion is video games, dogs, something you really enjoy, if you really enjoy it, I guarantee other people out there enjoy it. This is going to give you your first step to stand in, your first base, because you're going to have a blog that people actually enjoy. No one wants to read, if you've been to the webinars, you know, no one wants to read a blog about how to tie your shoes or a blog about turkey burgers, hence why I didn't make turkey burgers a blog. All sorts of stuff like that. So first off, pick something you love, pick something people are passionate about, pick something you're passionate about, and everything's going to be very, very easy, okay? All right. Secondly, all right, make it personal. All right, the biggest problem I see with people who are starting their own sites, they're kind of like passion sites, all right, sites you want to, get off the ground. I want you to ask yourself, how many times have you been on a site, or like a blog or something, where the person writing is just a mystery person, okay? Or there's just like a little picture of them in the corner, and it doesn't really say anything. You don't feel like you really know the person, all right? One of the best things that has helped me be successful with creating authority sites is I make it very personal. If you've been on Linkback, maybe you stumble upon a few of my other authority sites out there. Not quite similar to the Linkback, but they're kind of similar. Most of them are businesses now anyway, so it's not the same thing. But let's use the Linkback as an example. You see me everywhere. You see my face. I talk to you. I interact with you in the comments. I do all this, and this isn't me, I actually really enjoy doing this because the Linkback was kind of just like a fun blog for me and Alex Trafiro. And right now I'd actually like to point out also as well, this blog has 0 SEO traffic, making around $3,000 a month now, and just purely ran by traffic that people are bringing to the site. All right, we do very little promotion for the Linkback, so that's one thing Traffic Dundee is going to show you how to do, is get traffic there. But the way you get people to stay on your site, the way you get people to keep reading your stuff, the way you get people to want to come back to your site and be interested in what you have to say, is you make it personal. All right, you relate to them. You have your picture. You talk like you would to a person. If you've been to the webinar, I talk about friend-to-friend mentalities all the time. You want to talk to people. Not in a very bland way. I see a lot of people writing their blogs and it's just like information, all right? If you read my post, I say fuck a lot. I talk like I'm talking to you right now. I use stupid jokes. There's pictures of me. There's me in video. I'm very interactive with readers, comments. Anybody who talks to me, send me an email. Interact with everybody. This is a very personal blog for me and Alex Trafiro. And because of that, it becomes personal for the people reading it. All right. If your little brother's writing a blog, you know your little brother. You've grown up with him your whole entire life. You're going to read his blog. You're going to read his site. All right. So if you're making a blog, you can't be a mystery person. All right. You can't be a person that just has a picture and say, "This is me. I'm writing this blog." No, you want to be like, "This is me. I'm Bob. I like skateboarding. Here's me in a video. All right. Here's my wife and kids. Here's me holding an Uzi and running into a mall." All right. Whatever you want to do, make it personal. All right. Talk to people, friend to friend, personally. All right. The second thing I got to add to that real quick is the third thing. Talk like you're an authority in your blog. Make bold statements. All right. People don't want to read wishy-washy stuff. They don't want to read bland stuff that they can read in a newspaper and stuff like that. Blogs, authority sites are supposed to get people's attention. All right. If people are going to believe you, you're going to have to take authoritative stances on what you say. And you don't want to be on the halfway mark. All right. If you read any post by me on College Floor or something like that, there's no questioning in my writing. There's no whole half-heartedness. All right. I say things like I think, and not everything I say is politically correct. I'm pretty sure that I've actually gotten emails from people that read the Linkback that were actually very offended by things I say. All right. Or actually have been like, "Oh, that's wrong," and I'm like, "No, I'm right. Anyways, it's my blog. I'll write stupid stuff." All right. I'm not some egotistical jerk, but I know my stuff and I talk like I know my stuff. All right. I can back up what I say. However, I do not play the nice guy when it comes to giving out my information. I give my opinion, all right? People read blogs for 2 reasons, or big authority sites, to be entertained and get opinions from experts, okay? If you're an expert and you're kind of like, "Well, I kind of like this tool, but I kind of like this one tool. They're all good tools, but, no one's going to read that, all right? You got to have, they want the guy saying, "This tool is the better one. You need to buy it." All right, this is the best tool, or this I would not use this site, or this is how you do SEO. You don't do this other crap. All right, if you read any of my posts, you can actually see I'm very violent about explaining what is bad SEO and good SEO, and that's because I know what I'm talking about, so I can make these statements and I can stand by them. All right, so when I write as an authority, people gain trust, and it speaks to the people that actually want to hear from you. You're not going to appeal to everybody who reads your blog or your authority site. All right, not everyone's going to like you. Right? You can't make everyone like you. If you ever want to compare that, picture like the kid in high school that was super neutral. No one really loved the kid, but no one really hated him. All right. Then picture the guy who was kind of on the hedge, like, I don't know, maybe the gothic kid. All right. Let's just say that the gothic kids, because he was speaking to that audience. All right, the Gothic kids freaking loved him. All right, everybody else in school might have hated him, thought he was weird. The Gothic kids got him, and that's because, and then the rest of the Gothic kids would, hang out with him. They loved him. All right, because he was unique. All right. Now remember, all right, if you were Gothic in high school or something, you're still Gothic. Please do not get offended and be like, "Alex Becker's talking shit about Gothic people." I'm not. All right, but with that being said, you got to be unique. All right, you got to take these stances. You got to be authoritative with what you say if you want people to love you. All right. Remember, the internet is massive. Okay, so if you can appeal to 1 out of 20 people and really speak to that person, you just gain a boom follower. It's going to be reading your blog. If you don't appeal to anybody, but you don't really make anyone mad or you don't really make anyone happy, then you're not going to gain any readers. All right, you're not going to get any people coming back to your site. All right, third. All right, that was kind of like the 2.5 tip. All right, third, working with others. All right, one thing that is absolutely huge if you're going to make an authority site, authority business, a site on the internet people use. You got to work with others. All right. I know the first tip, if you pick something you love, I guarantee you there's other sites that are about the same topic. All right. If you look at any blog, let's just picture the dating blog. All right. When I was doing College Flirt, I worked with a lot of other big bloggers or big names in the dating industry because my blog was authoritative, took roles, was very high quality. I was then able to work with other names in the business. All right, I worked with a dating coach, Rob Judge. I worked with a New York Times, I think, professional author, Jeff Allen. All right, you can see on that blog, there's countless times where I've worked with people that are very well-known names in the industry. Brad Branson, worked with him multiple times. I've actually worked with him on the link back as well. And then also, if you look at the link back, I'm constantly working with big names. Big players in this industry, all right? And by working with them, helping them out, they help me out. Everybody works together, and it culminates into a big, just massive, circle of help, okay? That's the key to getting people, a lot of people to your blog, getting people to trust your name, is working with others. They send you traffic, you send them traffic, blah, 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 blah. So when you're making a blog or something like that about something you're passionate about, find people that are similar to you, all right? For example, Chad Hamzer, you saw I interviewed him a few weeks ago. He's going to be doing guest speaking one of our webinars. Russ Ruffino, Rob Judge, you're going to see all these guys in the webinar. Alex Cass, all these people I work with, they're players in the internet marketing industry. Because of that, I'm able to help them out. All right, I approach them, I talk to them, as a person that has an authority site. And when you work with a bunch of people, you get their email, you just kind of email them person to person. You're going to find a lot of people helping you, and you're going to be helping a lot of people in return. It's a cool thing. And it's one of the biggest keys to creating an authority site that's independent of Google traffic, all right? Track Dundee actually show you a really cool way to get leverage over people that have access to a lot of traffic. But if you want to hear about that, you should check it out on Wednesday when it launches. Oh, by the way, if you're on the newsletter, it launches at a much cheaper price than what it will actually be. So I'll be sending you guys that like an hour before it launches so you can get like the super discount price. All right, finally, one big thing about having an authoritative blog, a blog or site. I keep saying blog because I've been kind of a blogger for a while, one of my fun sites, all right? But if you have an authoritative site, you want to have something that brings people back, all right? Have something people use, all right? One good example of this, the most viewed page on the site the past month is the SEO toolbox I created because it's a resource for anybody that's doing SEO. Now, of course, I made this resource to help people and stuff like that, but again, I also want people coming back to my blog. All right, so by making this resource for people, I constantly have people coming back to my blog to use this resource over and over and over again. And then there's also the beginner's guide here. There's a ton of people that contact me and Alex, and they simply come to the site to look at the guides and work through them step by step to get their first sites going up. Frankly, I think the information on the link back and the stuff we're adding to it is better than most coaching programs out there, and it's for free. This gets people coming back to the blog, this gets people trusting us, and this gets people wanting to use the site, all right? There's going to be a lot of people, I guarantee you might be one of them, that will be thinking, oh, what was that list of article directories, or what are the best Fiverr packages? Oh, I know, Becker on the link bag posted an SEO toolkit. Oh yeah, cool, I'm back, and now you're back on my site, all right? You see all this stuff that kind of helps create an authoritative site that people actually use. All right. Again, this is how we get so much traffic coming to our site. Well, I use strategies to get traffic coming to the site. All of it's free traffic. They haven't used SEO really in the link back at all, unless you type in the link back in Google. All right, that counts. And that's like half of our SEO searches right now. But you get this traffic coming to your site, and then you have a site that talks to people, a site that connects with people. Those are 4 ways, 4.5 ways to create an authoritative blog. It's really going to blow people's minds. Every 2 weeks, I'm going to be kind of doing a video like this to really help people that are kind of making authority sites. Alright, and especially with people that are trying to create blogs, because I love blogging. It's one of my passions. Alright, every time I have a new interest, I start a blog about it. And yeah, so if you can see, because of that, you know, it results in just pure quality. So pick something you love, make it personal, work with others, have something that brings people back. 4 big tips from a guy who's constantly making authority blogs because he has nothing better to do in his spare time. Okay, guys, this has been Becker. Again, check out Traffic Dundee this Wednesday. It's going to be awesome. And I heart you. And so does my dog Boots, who's laying in the bed. All right, I'll see you guys.